It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but we've got football to perk up our spirits. That's the good news at Paul Brown Stadium. That's where we're at here in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now it's Burrow. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 30 yards there.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Well, this defense for the Jags, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Second down and 5. Burrow looking to pass. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. They find some open field here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. Raheem Mostert, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Andre Sisco. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They go play action with Lawrence. And it's caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jags are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Flush to his right. There's the rookie from LSU. It's Jamar Chase. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. From the gun to give to Mixon. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Burrow. Flushed out right. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Gun. Cut. Hey, can.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 2nd down.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence going deep downfield for Ross. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. John Ross, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
12.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He will find his man Chase complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second and 10. They go play action with Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter, as that's a 1st down. Now Burrow. Steps away to his left. Broken tackle. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Here we go. 11. Right, 80. Nice hot.
On second down, here's Mixon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Here's Burrow. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Josh Jones. The 20, 10. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Miles Jack able to run him down for a loss of a yard. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
John Ross, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. Touchdown, Jaguars. John Ross, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars continue to pull away here in this first half. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Josh Lambo, the kickoff for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. To return it, Darius Phillips. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Mixon with a first down carry. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The tackle made by Calebon Chason.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Burrow will throw. Now Burrow loses the football. And the Jags grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Running the counter with Mostert. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Etienne. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Lambeau to add on the extra point. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the route is on here in this first half.
Bengals nothing. Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. On the return, Phillips. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the rookie, Andre Sisco. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Lambeau on for the extra point. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, Phillips. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bengals drive about to get going. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like...
Now Burrow loses the football. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 74 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
On play action, Lawrence. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars continue to roll. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. On the return, Phillips. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On second down now, Mixon. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Burrow on play action. Escaping the pressure right. Burrow loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On fourth down, here's Matt Fosher on the punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Now a former Buckeye back home. It's Carlos Hyde. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
11.
Now it's Burrow. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Play action. It's Lawrence. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Lawrence to Shark. 1st down, Jacksonville. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And some room to work. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne, and every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The 2nd running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those singles.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Carlos Hyde, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone, and that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return, Phillips. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Hey, can.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Here we go. 180. Nice hot. 11 MT. Take.
Now Burrow on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Drew Sample, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the rookie, Andre Cisco. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
Ready. 50, plant. I got 15.
First down, a run with Hyde. And shedding a man at the 40. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Let's see what you got. Rock it. 5.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense is they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Jacksonville, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew.
YBN want a thing up.